Hello and welcome to tribetopper.com.
And you're watching this video on laws of indices. So let's learn about the 3 laws of indices that you would need to solve the questions that I'm going to discuss in this video. The first one is the multiplication law. This says that if you have two numbers like this in the exponent form, so it's x raised to the power m multiplied with x raised to the power n. So here I have same base. So I hope you already know that if I am talking of a number in the exponential form x raised to the power m, then this x is known as the base and the m is known as the power or exponent or the index of this. Right. So now you can see when I multiply x to the power m into x to the power n, my base is same, that is x and x. So the law is applicable here, which says that if bases are same, the powers are added. So the final answer would be x to the power m plus n. So just similar one, but then opposite, like using the same base, we are going to do it for division. This is called the law of division. That's if you have x to the power m divided by x to the power n, then that means you actually write it as x to the power m upon x to the power n. You again look for a common base, that is x. So the base is same, x and x. So the powers get subtracted. So you will write x to the power m minus n. So these two are related, or we can say one if you know, the other is the opposite of that. If you are multiplying the numbers with same base, the powers are added. If you are dividing the numbers with same base, the powers are subtracted. And the third is called the power law. In the power law we have, if you have a number like this, x to the power m raised to the power n, this is equal to x to the power m n. So the powers will get multiplied. So if I have x to the power m already inside and whole raised to the power n, these powers will get multiplied. So now using these laws, just note down these laws and let's look just at a question like how you're going to do. Like for the first one, I'll solve the first on the rule of multiplication. So if I have a number like x cube multiplied with x 7, so my answer will be x to the power 10, because I'll add the powers, like here just add the exponents. If I have the same thing as x to the power 7 divided by x to the power 3, what will I do? I'll just subtract the powers because the bases are same. So it becomes x to the power 7 minus 3, which is 4. And if I have x to the power 4 and this whole raised to the power 3, so now my answer would be x raised to the power 12. So you multiply the powers. So I hope it is clear how to apply these laws in these questions. To apply the laws of multiplication and division is not difficult. So I have picked up one difficult question for, not a difficult, but at least like where you have the law of power applied. So here x to the power 27 upon 27 and this whole raised to the power 2 upon 3. What should we do? So I am going to use my knowledge of factors, multiples, everything here. So if I write this, so that I want a common power 3. See, because if I look at the denominator first, 27, that is 3 cube. And x to the power 27, I can write it as x to the power 9 and this whole cube, right? Sorry, first I'll write it as x to the power 9 cube, not this. So whole raised to the power 2 by 3. So this gives me what? X to the power 9 upon 3 whole cube, right? In this case I haven't done it as a whole cube. Here it is just this much, x to the power 9 raised to the power 3. So I made the powers same. In the denominator I have 27, which is 3 to the power 3. In the numerator I have x raised to the power 9 raised to the power 3. So making the cube common, what will I do? X raised to the power 9 upon 3, you can take that common, and then whole cube, because when you will multiply you will get the same thing back, x to the power 27 and upon 3 cube as 27. And now this whole thing raised to the power 2 by 3. So we get x to the power 9 upon 3. The powers get multiplied, so I will multiply these two powers, this one. So 3 into 2 by 3, this 3 and 3 will cancel out. So I am left with x raised to the power 9 upon 3 and this whole square. Just 2 is left because 3 got cancelled. So my final answer would be x to the power 18 upon 3 square is 9. Alright. So let's look at this question. It says simplify x to the power minus 2 upon 4 whole raised to the power minus 1 by 2. So when I look at this power outside, this 1 by 2, it means I should try to make the powers as 2 common for the one inside the bracket. Now I have x to the power minus 2 and in the denominator I have 4, which is 2 square, means 2 to the power 2, and all of it has a common power of minus 1 by 2. What can I do here now? This is x raised to the power minus 2 upon 2 raised to the power 2. If this goes up, it also becomes negative 2. See, if you have something like this as 1 upon a to the power n, if you take it up, the power becomes negative. So this is a to the power minus n. So that is what we will do here. So this is x to the power minus 2. I take 2 also up. It becomes 2 to the power minus 2 into x to the power minus 2 and this whole thing raised to the power minus 1 by 2. I hope you got this step. I have just taken 2 square which was in the denominator. I took it up. And when it goes up as a numerator, the power will change to a negative number. So this becomes, now these two, both the numbers have the same powers. The bases are not same, so please don't add the powers. The powers are same, so I'll put them together in one bracket and write as 2x to the power minus 2 and this whole thing raised to the power negative 1 by 2. Now apply the law that the powers get multiplied. So this is 2x raised to the power minus 2 multiplied with minus 1 by 2 and negative would become positive, 2 and 2 would cancel. So you are just left with 2x raised to the power 1. So your answer is 2x. I hope you got it. Just remember the rule that if something is in the denominator with a positive power like I had here, I take it up and the power becomes negative. And after that, now 2 square, when you take it up, it becomes 2 to the power minus 2 into x to the power minus 2. They both have a same power. I can put them together in the same bracket because it means 2x raised to the power negative 2 and this whole raised to the power negative 1 by 2 which is given to us. After that, the power rule, 2x raised to power minus 2 multiplied with minus 1 by 2, negative multiplication becomes positive and 2 and 2 cancel. So you just left with the answer as 2x. I hope you got it.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at tribetopper.com.